Appalachian sunrise meets my skin. Even with my eyes still closed, I can feel it coming in. Golden, golden, I'll follow only golden, 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 golden things.
Hi guys, welcome to the vlog. So it is now 11 o'clock. I've been working, but I just had to go upstairs. I'm gonna mail a headband, and I usually use one of these to mail them on. I did buy this double-sided tape at the Dollar Tree not too long ago, but I had an idea yesterday, so I'll show you guys. So this is the little wings. So I just embroidered them out on a piece of stabilizer, and then they do have a back on them, which is felt. So I just cut them out, and then they slip onto a headband. Normally when I ship them, because this is the only size. I used to have the correct size, like cardboard that would fit in my mailers, but this, I think I got these ones at Dream Deals, which is an Amazon return store, and it was like $2 a day, $3 a day, and there was a box of these, so I was like, yes. Normally I pay like $15 or $16 for, I think it's 25 of these cardboard pieces on Amazon, and I specifically use them for shipping headbands so the headbands don't get bent and like snapped. I have the headband. So these are the headbands that I use. They're just the little tiny ones that are covered in the satin. So I normally send 2. Reason being is I had something before and they said, you know, my headband snapped in the mail or whatever. This was like way back when. I've been making these for several years now. But and then I'm like, well, chances of 2 snapping, you know, they haven't, you know, and if they accidentally snap one on their own, they can easily take them off from the headband and put them on a new one. Anyway, so you all know that I need the binders. I don't know if you all know that, but there are lesson plan binders that go with the ACE curriculum that we are doing for Journey. I went with ACE for kindergarten for her because I just felt, I looked into Becca, I looked into different ones, and we've done ACE before with Sterling, okay. So I went ahead and got her paces, right? And with Sterling, when we got the paces, everything was self-explanatory, like you didn't need any lesson plans to go along with it. But then after I got Journeys, I realized that we need the lesson plan. Like, nothing makes sense to me. I try to make sense out of what I can, you know, and we've been doing, you know, fairly good with what we've been doing, but there's also like word building and stuff like that where we need the stories and stuff. So I found one on Facebook Marketplace, and it was $175. I think I've mentioned this, and I asked her if she would ship it, and then she just updated the listing to say like door pickup only. So I figured, okay, well, that's answering my question, like she's not going to ship it. I really wanted her item because it came with the coordination development testing sheets and the CD, and you know, just some other stuff that I think that will be beneficial. And so, you know, I was like, well, that sucks. Then I found another person that had the binders and the paces, which we already had, for $160. So I was like, and it said best offer. So I put in an offer of $150. Like, you know, I was just worried about getting the binders at this point. And she declined, and I thought, well, you know, you want 160. And I was like, but we don't need the paces, which when I thought about it, then I was like, yeah, I can understand, like, you wouldn't accept, you know, the paces alone. When I purchased them, it was $160 off from a website. So anyway, so she said she would sell me the binders for $150 shipped, and that she would ship them out. She only took Venmo, and you guys know I think I did. I sold some Mighty Hoops to Margie and made money so that way I can buy the books, because I just didn't have an extra, you know, $150 or, you know, to buy them. So she only took Venmo because something was wrong with her PayPal account. And so at first I was like very skeptical, because I'm like, you know, I heard, you know, Kayla came to mind. Sorry, Kayla, about you buying your Mighty Hoops. So, you know, I talked to Angela. Angela's like, I don't think, you know, somebody won't scam you over school books. I'm like, yeah, okay. So anyway, here's the headband. And I need to put it on here. What I normally do is because if I go like that, it takes up more room. I just kind of shift them so that they are both, I mean, I hope they understand that they move. I'm sure they'll move them, right? She said she would go ahead and ship it out to me like the next day, and then when I get the money in my bank account, because I had to send it from PayPal to my bank account if I was going to do Venmo, that you know, when I got the money I could just pay her. You know, that is very, you know, sweet of her to offer, because obviously nobody, you know, most people wouldn't do that because you don't know about scammers. So I was like, okay, yeah, great, you know, thank you so much for, you know, doing this and helping me out. And okay, so then the next day, yesterday, the other person messaged me and said, yes, you know, are you still interested? I can ship them. The one that has all the stuff that I need, right? And so I'm like, what do I do? You know, I was like, I was gonna message the woman that said she was going to ship them out, you know, because I figured if she would have messaged me and been like, hey, I shipped them, you know. So I'll show you guys what I'm doing in a minute. Ugh. I'm scoring my little cardboard. So on these little pieces, I had the idea to kind of make little brackets to hold the headband from sliding, like, you know, and that's why I've got the tape. So anyway, she messaged me this morning, and I had to make a decision because she's like, I forgot to go by the post office. I'm gonna go there in a little bit. I just want to make sure you're still interested. So this is what I was telling my husband yesterday, because I wish I would have waited and like just waited, and I could have got the first set that I saw, the person that had all the extras and the ones that were still sealed. And I was like, you know, was this, because I was like, was this God testing me? And I was just too impatient and went ahead and, you know, told the other person, you know, went and got, you know, tried to get the other ones. I'm trying to remove this. Come on. I can't. get this protective wrap off. I'm trying. Double-sided sticky tape. Anyway, long story short, you know, I figured by her sending that message, maybe it was, you know, my chance, like, okay, she hasn't sent them yet. So technically, you know, I don't have to purchase them from her. You know, if she hasn't mailed them yet, I could tell her, no, you know, I'm not interested, and go ahead and get the other set that has all the extra stuff that I need. And it's technically only $25 more than what she's selling her set for. And it has the CD. The CD itself sells for, people have it for like $40-something on Amazon or eBay, but I want to say that I actually had it in my cart at the Christian bookstore for like $28, I want to say. Anyway, which is a lot, but it has all the songs and the, you know, everything on it. I cannot get this tape apart. It was probably why I was at the dollar store. Oh. I figured it'd be kind of like glue dots. And, I do got glue dots. I could use those. Shoot, forget the tape. Anyway. So apparently she was on her way to the post office and had the stuff, but, you know, didn't ship it. And, you know, I told her the whole story, you know, about me messaging the other person and the other person never getting back to me. And then they finally did. These glue dots are too small. Well, no. These were for Journey's fingernails too. Anyway, I feel bad. Tell my husband, like, I feel bad. She was gonna ship them out to me, and you guys, it doesn't peel off, Pam. That was just so the tape didn't. Oh my gosh, you guys, I am dense this morning. Anyway, so yeah, I felt bad because, you know, she was doing me a favor and she was going to ship them before she even received payment. And here I was worried about her being a scammer. And then, you know, but in the end, my husband's like, you have to do what makes you happy. Because that's the problem with me. I am a people pleaser. And I know this about myself. And so, you know, this tape is not sticking. Some bright idea you had. I could use hot glue. Why don't I just hot glue? That's what I'll do. I think they need to be a little bit thinner. I'm just doing this to keep the headbands from sliding on the cardboard. Yeah, we'll just hot glue. Anyway, so I just felt bad because, you know, I didn't purchase her item, but like my husband, he was like, well, if you did, you know, if you went ahead and told her to send it and then you got it, you'd, you know, still have to purchase these other items. And I'm like, yeah, I would, especially the developmental tests, because I think Journey really, she needs to, you know, I need to see where she is, because there are things that she doesn't comprehend. And I've went over this before. You know, she has some learning difficulties, and if we have to, you know, if we have to step it back a notch, you know what I mean, with, you know, I mean that, you know, we can totally do that because we homeschool. I just want to make sure, like, she is actually understanding, because there's things that I say to her that you can tell where she's like, she doesn't really grasp it. So yeah. So I feel bad because, you know, I didn't purchase. I was going to purchase from the one woman. She was going to send it out. She was going to mail it out without receiving payment. And then once I got the payment, which came in today, I was going to send her the money. And then, you know, but then the other woman said that she would ship them. She has all the extra stuff I need. It's just $25 more. I'd really like it. It's like, okay, you can sell it for this one, but for just a little bit more, you can have everything else that you actually need and want. You know what I mean? You might hurt this person's feelings, but, you know, in the end, if you order this, you're going to get what you want. Do you understand? Am I making sense? So I feel really bad. And I tell my husband and Evan, everybody's here, and I'm like, you know, I feel... They're like, you don't need to feel bad. I was like, but I do. I feel like a horrible person. And then she was like, you know, to think I was going to ship it out and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, well, you know, I would have paid if you would have shipped it out and, you know, I got it. I definitely would have paid, you know, I would have paid her $150 because that's just the way I am. And y'all know, I'm not a scammer. I wouldn't scam anybody over, especially over school books. But I just want to make sure I get the stuff I need, the right stuff I need, you know, and even if I have to wait a little bit longer. I mean, we have a field trip coming up I want to do. There's also some like art stuff I want to do with the girls for our art class. So yeah. I need to, there's so many orders that I have to get done today. So I'm working. I've been working since this morning. I didn't even make breakfast. Journey wasn't up yet. So I was like, you know, she can have cereal. We'll just have cereal for breakfast. So that's what we had. And I'm like, we'll have breakfast tomorrow. I just need to get these orders done. I told my husband, I was like, with, you know, it's like school and, you know, being a taxi cab for Evan. Not that, you know, I'm not saying it in a mean way, but having to, you know, work around his schedule and then school. Another piece of cardboard. Everything is just so mumbo jumbo. So, but you know, we'll adapt. Like even if I have to start working, just working on all my orders on the weekend, we'll adapt. So that's where we are right now. I'm going to. Oh, and the other person is going to mail. She's going to check on shipping for me for the original set that I wanted. Oh, it caught up on me, so I got it on there. I'm going to go ahead and get this packaged up, and I'm going to take these packages to the post office, as many as I get done. We'll start school at 1. I was going to start at 12, but since it's Friday, I figure we can start at 1. I could even start at 2 if I wanted to and work until 6, but I think I'll start at 1, and that'll give me another extra hour down here working because I was going to stop at 4 and come back down to work. But I think if we go 1 to 5 and then clean up and, you know, get ready, and then we'll go out to eat, and yeah. Hi guys, so it's later. It is almost 6 o'clock. It is 5:50. So what I decided to do today was work. So I we still have a few more orders to get out. One, they didn't put the name. So like I went ahead because I thought I was going to get them all done this morning for my husband to take them to the post office. But like he took a majority of them to the post office, and then there was like the one I was still working on, which was this one, and then I finished up some more. So, but the one that they forgot to put a name, I didn't realize it, and I printed off the shipping labels this morning, because I knew my husband was going to, you know, take them to the post office, and I was basically racing him. He went and took Evan to work, but Evan had some errands he had to run, and so my husband took him to run those errands, and so I knew he was going to come back. Stabilizer. I knew he was going to come back and be ready to go to work. He said he was going to be, needed to be leaving by 1, and it was already after 1. Anyway, regardless, I didn't, I got all the other ones. I think it took 4 or 5 with him. So I got those done. Well, I printed off the shipping label for the one that they didn't have a name. So I was like, I noticed you didn't put a name. And they put like what color they wanted the name in, but they didn't put the name. So I'm like, you didn't put a name. I have it. I wish, I mean, I can always cancel that label, but it's right here, so it needs to go out tomorrow. The date on the label is for today, but my mailman will still accept it if it has today's date. He'll accept them tomorrow. So I'm like, so I just hope they get back with me. Yeah. Anyway, it is like I said, now it's 5:53. I'm putting this one on just to get it starting to stitch out. I'm gonna package up the rest of these within the next 10 minutes. Then my husband will be home and we will probably go out to dinner. I don't know where we're going. We have to stick around in town again until Evan gets off work at 9:30. So we didn't do school today, and that's one good thing about homeschooling, because the more I thought about it, I'm like, these orders and having them, you know, with the same ship date, it was like, you know, it weighs on you because you just keep thinking. And I told my husband the whole time I'm doing schoolwork, I'm going to try to be rushing through thinking, if I hurry up and get down, I can get down there and get orders done. I said, but the initial plan, I was like, I can, you know, work on orders all day and then be done when, you know, we go out to dinner and then come home and then do schoolwork. And then I realized that Evan doesn't get off work until 9:30. So it'll be like 10 o'clock when we get home. So I'm like, well, we can't do schoolwork at 10 o'clock. So I'm like, we can do schoolwork tomorrow. Tomorrow is Saturday. Journey, you know, Journey loves school anyway. Like, she'll be more than happy to do school tomorrow. So that's the plan. But let me get this on and these other ones packaged up. It's so pretty out here. It's like no humidity. So we ended up going to Subway for dinner, but I didn't eat anything. My stomach has been a little messed up today, so I really didn't want to eat any lettuce. So I'll probably get something here in a little bit. Maybe we'll go to Cookout or something and grab a hamburger. But we're gonna go into the spirit of Halloween. I hope they have a bathroom because I have to use it. Gotta pee so bad. Ooh, look at spooky. Now we're at Burlington, still killing time before we gotta pick up Evan, but I still have to pee. So I just went to go put packages out for pickup, and this was in the mailbox. I'm pretty sure it's probably from Danny for my birthday, but it is like 10:44 right now. So I just finished, bad angle. I just finished, wait, will you stop please? There's something on my camera, sorry. She's been whiny. But anyway, like I'm like 99% sure because we love to match our jammies, and these are like Halloween. Look at, I wonder if they glow in the dark. Do. No, this is for Mommy's birthday. They're from Children's Place. Oh my gosh. I love their jammies. Girl. I'm gonna wear them. I'm gonna put them on. Normally I wash them before I wear them. But I'm gonna wear them. You want me to order you some, Jern? So we can match? Actually, you know what? We got some Halloween jammies somewhere.
Can we put them out?
Yeah, I'll get them out as soon as Dad gets out of the shower. Sorry, it's a bad angle.
Can we get Halloween stuff out? Because it's Halloween now.
Maybe tomorrow. So, y'all, I'm so tired. The person that I'm gonna buy the books from Marketplace, she messaged me. The shipping is like $30 something. I was hoping it wouldn't be that much. I told her media mail or Ground Advantage, but she's shipping it priority, which I don't know.
Get back here.
I don't know what the difference. You know what I mean? I'm just making sure. She said she can ship it tomorrow. I have the package and ready to go first thing in the morning. When the post office opens, I just need your address. So I sent her my address. Honestly, I don't know how, like, when you order stuff off from Amazon or Facebook Marketplace works, like, because I haven't paid her yet. She asked me if I had Cash App, and I said yes. So I'm assuming, like, she's going to ship it and send me the tracking information, and I pay her, or I pay her, I don't know. Anyway, I'll figure that one out tomorrow morning, I guess. I mean, y'all know I'll pay, but she don't know me from Adam's House Cat, so. Anyway, I did a little inventory. I just scratched it on a piece of paper, so I know what shirts to order. But yeah, that was a nice surprise. I was like, why is there something in my mailbox out here? So, but I'm gonna go see if I can find our other Halloween jammies. Journey's been wanting to match lately, so.
Thanks for watching. Hey, tomorrow. Bye, guys.